Welcome to Causing Chaos, the Trouble Show. Part interview, part therapy, part shit show. I'm Emma Barry and we are chatting with troublemakers, risk takers and rule breakers. People with a healthy disregard for the status quo. People who choose a different path. Those who lean into their inner mischief and share the ruckus they are creating. It is my great hope that we ask the risque questions, play some games, drop some inspo on the world and offer a masterclass in dialing up trouble for good. Let's go. Our guest today is someone that I fell in love with immediately, Beth Bishop. Now, she's all the things. She's a business and life coach. She's CEO of the Phoenix Effect boutique fitness, and she also consults to the space, a consultant, a speaker, a motivator, just all the things. We have some common things in common. We both worked for Equinox. We're both NLP trained, and we're both out there shooting our mouth off around the planet, trying to get everyone sort of hyped up. So we first collided in New York, actually, and then following that in LA at the Boutique Fitness Summit. And I first saw Beth in full flight. Had the whole audience going. She was part of a DEI panel, got a standing ovation. Who gets a standing ovation in a DEI panel? Let's just say that first of all. And so I fell in love with this woman immediately. And really, I see you as a modern day preacher. When I look at all those things that you do now, Beth, in my view, and we're going to get her view of herself shortly, I see you in two parts. I see we got to get shit done. We got to do some shit in the world. I see this massive activist element to you. And then I also see this massive, positive, inspirational, let's go vibe. And then that helps sugarcoat, the change that you're here to do. So that's what I see in you. Welcome, Beth, to the show. Is that what it feels like to be you? Tell us a bit about Beth.
Oh my gosh, man. All I said was, I just want to be you when I grow up, Emma. So to hear that intro was like very heartwarming. Thank you so much. Yeah, I definitely feel like I am here for a reason. I'm definitely here to cause a little trouble, have a little bit of fun and leave the world a better place. So I feel very seen. Thank you.
Oh, cheers to that. And so what is the change you're trying to make in the world? Like when you look out there, what needs to be not fixed, but what are you contributing to?
I want everybody to feel at home in the only home they ever are in for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for their entire lives. You can unlock your body, you can unlock your potential.
Tell us a bit more about that, because we're in a world where we know that about 20% of the population quite like the thought of exercise or movement and do some of those practices, some in clubs, some outdoors, whatever, team sports, whatever. But 80%, and probably human nature has actually dialed us not to be that way. It's actually an effort. It's hard. We're up against sugar, pharma, all the things that actually make life okay to sit on the couch and, watch the reruns of whatever you're watching. So how do you take that and transport that, the movement come from physicality and push that into, everything, change?
Yeah, well, I'd like to think of like our body temple as one of the life structures that we have. So, you have relationships, you have your business, your career, all of that stuff, and then your body. And when one structure is destabilized, meaning it takes away energy and it, like if you're chronically ill, it's going to affect other structures. It's going to affect how you show up in your career. It's going to affect your other relationships. So when I think about movement and I think about making peace with the only home that we ever get, I think about stabilizing that structure. And I think the fitness industry is so heavily focused on just the diet and the exercise portion. And really making peace with this beautiful vessel that we live in is so much more than just going to the gym and eating good and all of that. It's regulating your nervous system. It's making sure that you have a positive mindset that is going to be in alignment with what you want to create. It's all these things, because without this, you don't have anything.
So what do I do if I'm in the 80%? We haven't come and we don't actually like fitness like you and I do naturally. I think that was born into us. And how do I make a start if I actually don't? Yes, we're in body positivity and all of these things, and
sure,
don't judge me and all of that. But what if I don't like the home that I'm in right now? Where would you say I start?
I'd say you start with saying, look, it's not optional for me to like the home that I'm in. So we make that decision first that like, no, I actually deserve to feel good in my body. I am maybe worthy of feeling good in my body, even if I don't feel like I'm worthy yet. I deserve to feel like I'm worthy of feeling at home in my body. That's first. We have to claim it. We have to decide like, oh, actually, no, I want to feel healthy.
This is fucking it, right?
This
Like,
is it.
this is it. Like,
This is it.
right. And then what would you do?
And then once I've made that decision, I would take a look at, what it is that I think is success, right? Because if success means everything that's in the magazines, it's like, oh, look at this body and this ab and like eat this broccoli. Maybe what I've considered to be success actually isn't success for me. And that's what everyone else thinks success is. And I would start by defining that. Well, what would make me, first and foremost, if I'm part of that 80% and I really don't feel good in my forever home, what would make me feel 1% better? What would a 1% improvement be? Get there. Then let's figure out what the next 1% would be. Because it's not going to probably be joining a gym, working out 6 days a week, restricting your calories, tracking everything you eat. It's much more incremental.
Yeah, and that sort of leans into Atomic Habits, doesn't it? The number one book in 2021. So the 1%, the 1%, puts you at 37% better by the end of the year or whatever the stats are. So, and it's the small things done regularly or daily, isn't it, that actually give you that trajectory. So I think that's awesome. Let's dial things up. Our topic today is what the Fck Yes Life, right? And we're talking about laying the foundations. I want you to then just go full throttle. So, if there were no rules, what are the rules we're living by? Should we be living by them? Like, how have we created our silly little lives? And what does the Fck Yes Life mean to you?
A Fck Yes Life means every single life structure that you have is a fuck yes, right? So yes, I have a fuck yes career. Yes, I have fuck yes friendships. I have fuck yes relationships. I have fuck yes business. I have fuck yes, right? So fuck yes is going to mean something different to every single person on this planet, but it's like really looking at those things and going, yay. That's what that means to me.
Right. So I'm getting Marie Kondo vibes at this point, whole different topic, but the same sort of thing. If everything in your life doesn't spark joy, do something about it. Thank it, give it away, sell it, gift it, trash it, whatever it is. So how do we, again, that question is, yeah, sure, I'm sure everyone wants a flourishing love life, whatever is important for them in their job, they want to spiritually be on some sort of journey, all of those things. Again, I'm sure all the habit masters out there will say you can't do it all at once. So again, how do we move towards the Fck Yes Life?
3 things. If you want to make a change, you need awareness, you need knowledge, and then you need embodiment.
Yes.
So first things first, if you want to Fck Yes Life, you have to kind of take a screenshot of where your life is right now. What you love about it, what you don't like about it, maybe places where you've been in victim consciousness. Maybe you have been a little bit higher consciousness in other areas, but get a real idea of what's working, what's not working. And then what do you actually want? Not what people say you should want, but like really when you sit down and you close your eyes and you connect with your soul and you go, what would this really mean for me? Because so much of us are living our lives through other people's lenses. What is actually expected of us? There was a time when I was 24 years old and I had applied to
You still look 24 years old, to be honest.
Thank you. Well, I'm going to be 40 this year. Yay. Yeah.
Not a wrinkle in sight, not a filter used.
We both look like we're in our 20s, so it's
we both
fitness.
act like we're teenagers, which I really like. But that's part of my Fck Yes Life, right? Like,
that's right.
Age, get mature in some ways, but never give up the kid, right?
No. Well, I think that's why we get along, because you make your own rules and you live by them. So back when I was in my 20s and I had applied to law school, I was like sitting in my cubicle working this microfinance job, and I just saw just a life of misery ahead of me. And I decided, you know what, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to start working as a personal trainer at Boston sports clubs. much to the like dismay of my family. Like, what are you doing?
Always.
We sent you to this amazing school. You got a Fulbright scholarship. You're all these awesome things. And now you want to be a trainer? What? Yeah, because that was a fuck yes. That was something that I could get really excited about. It's not what I'm doing now,
Right.
but it's still like, it's a stepping stone. And
It's
also being
right.
open to the fact that like your fuck yes can change and it can expand and you can keep growing. So we got to have awareness. We got to actually define what it is that means fuck yes. Truly, right? Then once we see what we want, we see the gaps, then we take a look at our life and the Marie Kondo stuff. You decide what you no longer want to tolerate in each of those areas, because it's what you tolerate that persists in each area that keeps going.
Absolutely love that. And I'm with you. I believe that you can have it all if you define all, right?
Mm-hmm.
And all doesn't mean all the things to all the people at all the times, but when you're truly aligned. And I think, are you seeing this? Actually, a question I have for you. So if you step into your fuck yes lane, and for you it was going against not being a lawyer, not being a doctor, whatever that thing was, and actually doing fitness. And I had the same thing. When are you going to get a real job? When are you going to get a real job? Always sent with love. But back in the day, and probably we were going through that at the same time, there weren't those opportunities there. There were probably about 4 people on planet Earth that were making money out of fitness, and the rest of them were just sort of doing it for the love, long days, and no benefits at the end of it. And so I'm fully on with you there. I'm going to throw a question in at this point, just because that's what I do. My first question for you is, what is the biggest trouble you've been in that you don't regret?
I would say when I finally became the sole owner of my business, I didn't really know how to run a business. I had business partners, and long story short, I had about $250,000 of debt.
Awesome.
And it was awesome. So like
Living
imagine
the American dream.
American dream. I finally got it. No, I moved out to LA thinking like, oh, I'm going to be the next Jillian Michaels. This is going to be